Okay, today we are playing a game on the Temple of Anubis. We are playing Soldier the entire way through, and this is a quick play game, so we don't really care about the team comp that much. So we're getting ready to Helix jump over here. It's taken us a little while, but we've gotten over here in the end. The thing is, though, that Soldier doesn't really gain all that much from sitting all the way back here, because Soldier has fall-off damage, and we're pretty far away. We also are meant to be doing damage to the people that go into this room, because Soldier's thing is kind of doing a lot of damage to the front line. We can't see the doorway from over here, so it's going to be hard for us to do that. And there are people going around this way. There's like a fight happening over here, but we can't see it from this position. We should just like jump down and fight. And also, Soldier's thing, well, solo queue in general and Soldier's thing, you are looking to have as much uptime as possible, and we just did nothing right there for quite a while when we could have been over here doing something. So, now a few of them are starting to go around that way. We accidentally fell off the edge. That's unfortunate. We walk up. Oh, Roadhog's right there. Oh, Tracer's over here. And then we got bumped off over here. Oh, almost died, but Mercy just saved our life. Now, a lot of things happened right there. That could have all basically been avoided by just standing over here to begin with, because to get to actually be in a good position, we had to go up the staircase, which is right next to the entire enemy team, and that put us in a pretty bad position, and we almost died for it, but we didn't quite die for it. So we're looking for a Pharah right now. Pharah's going to pop out behind us in a minute and kill our Mercy, but we're going to try and help the Mercy, and we're going to not quite save the Mercy, but we're going to drop Pharah low enough that she's going to kill herself when she kills Mercy, so that's better than nothing. So, D.Va's coming in right now. We're going to get winged by Hanzo right as we're fighting the D.Va, which is going to feel pretty bad, but we're also walking towards the D.Va that we're fighting, which is not good. You don't want to be walking into the people that you're shooting at. It's a bad habit. And our Helix field, I always say Helix field, the biotic field was up. We could have put that down and fought, but we do want to be standing further away from the D.Va. No need to walk into the people that you're shooting at. You don't gain anything from doing that. Just put yourself more in D.Va's area, which is not very good. So, D.Va has just killed the teleporter that we came out of. Genji's going around killing a lot of people. Here's D.Va. D.Va's all alone. D.Va's mech just broke. D.Va's gonna die. D.Va died right there. So, great. Now we're coming over here onto the high ground again. Great, we've almost got Tac Visor built up. There's Tracer versus Tracer and Genji happening over here. We're playing quick play, whatever, who cares. Widow just killed Hanzo somewhere. And now we're fighting over here. Dropped the biotic field a little bit early. Wasn't actually anything happening just yet, so that's a fairly frivolous use of the cooldown. And we can't really see anyone just yet. D.Va's throwing that in. Jumping down here was not a very good idea, because this is a much worse position to be in. You could have just gone into the room on the top of the bridge instead, because now we're like right in front of all of these people, which is not really where we want to be. And then, oh god, Roadhog pops out right in front of us. We get away. D.Va's here. It's okay. Mercy's healing us up. D.Va's not that scary. We've broken D.Va's mech. Roadhog's doing this. He's committing suicide, though, because he's all by his lonesome while he's doing that. And now we're going to try and get this D.Va. It's taken us a while. You know, D.Va's little. She's hard to hit. I understand. Takes a while. She's going to die. Oh, no, did she not actually die in the end? I thought she died in the end. Damn, she did not die in the end. Feels bad, man. D.Va's hard to hit. She's small. It happens. So, this is happening over here. Winston's just jumped right on our face. We put the biotic field down, and we're just fighting him in it. That's fine. Yep. Winston can't actually kill you through the biotic field without assistance. Now, they have a Widow. Widow just killed Mercy and Widow, and then we got killed by the Soldier right there. It feels bad, man. I think did we also get hit by Widow right as that happened? I think we might have got hit by Widow right as that happened. Whatever. We died regardless, but we lost a bunch of people right there right as that happened, and we had a lot of people all around us, so we were probably not long for this world anyway. We shouldn't be coming over here to try and contest this, because it's not gonna happen, and then we get shot by Widow, and it feels bad, man. Shouldn't have even come over here. It's not gonna work out. You know. Oh, just shot right in the dick, it looked like. So, we've got Tac Visor built up. That's great. So they have a Widow. We have to be careful about that. We are on Anubis, so we can mostly avoid Widowmaker. Widowmaker just killed both our flankers right there, so that feels real bad for all parties involved, except Widow. Not that party involved. So, Now, this is happening over here. We focus down the Pharah. Sorry, something was happening in another window. We focus down the Pharah, but all of these divers are still here diving. So, and we have no front line to really help us. Again, we're playing quick play, so this is not terribly surprising. Coming back now, Winston's over here all by his lonesome, but we're not respecting the fact they have a Widow, and we just cut right in front of the line of sight. And again, we're shooting at a tank. We don't really need to do that, and again, probably the idea was to walk through the bubble. But you're playing Soldier, you don't want to get close to people, and we don't think about the Widow. We just walk in front of Widow's line of sight, and we die. Attack Visor's happening over here. We kind of have to touch the point because nobody else is alive, really. I mean, we're in that phase of the game now where you come out and just touch the point because somebody has to touch the point. But we got res through the wall by Mercy, and we decide we're going to use our Attack Visor right here. Kill her, see Widow shoot, turn around, kill Widow. Great, awesome, everything worked out. Probably didn't need to use the Attack Visor, but I understand the reason that you did use the Attack Visor. But when we put it on, all we could really see was Pharah. So you should be able to kill a Pharah with, well, we had assistance as well. You should be able to kill a Pharah with assistance without using our ultimate, but then we also used it to kill the Widowmaker, so we know it all worked out in hindsight. So, we have an Orisa now. She's also not very good against dive, but, you know, it's better than nothing, so. Winston's doing this. He's not really doing that much. This happens. We kill the Pharah. Nitpicky, but we do stand perfectly still while that's happening. We don't want to stand perfectly still. Try and move around, you know, as much as you can. I get the idea. I really want to kill the Pharah, but like Pharah is also stationary. Try not to stand perfectly still. So this is happening. We duck out of here, out of the way. And this is not the correct way to run around, because the way we run around, we come out right in front of the enemy team. Because we can just run in here, and then turn around and come out the other end. This puts us right in front of the danger zone. And just imagine there's like a McCree here. You die for doing this. Just come out the other doorway again. This is, again, I mean, I know you play tanks a lot. It's kind of like a tank thing. To just like come out right next to the enemy team. Like, tying into what we said last time that we watched one of these videos of yours, seems like a more of a tank move, like, oh, I'll just come out this way, come out right in front of the enemy team. Whereas a DPS player, it's like, I'll come out the other door again, because that's further away from the enemy team. Well, okay. As a long-range DPS, not all DPS would be like that. So, Mercy's getting bullied over here, we're trying to help her as best we can, we killed the Winston. Right, we didn't have a biotic field to put down to help her, so, you know, but we just focused him down instead. Get right up on the Diva's face, fair enough. Mercy rezzed our Orisa, which is probably not worth it at all, but, you know, that happened, sure. So our soldier, their soldier over here just died. I believe he was using Attack Visor when he did that, so feels bad, man. And we're walking at people that we're shooting at again. I think we got sniped by Widow right as that happened, because I think we only actually got hit by, yeah, we got sniped by Widow right there, and then that happened. But again, we're walking at people that we're shooting at, which is not good. It leads to you dying like this. You don't gain anything from walking towards people when you're a long-range DPS. I mean, I guess they get easier to hit, but that's not a good reason to do that. The idea is just to get better at shooting them from further away. So, we're back out now. We've got Attack Visor. We use Biotic Field for no reason at all right there. That's a very bad use of a 15-second cooldown. Very, very long cooldown. Is Attack Visor the longest cooldown in the game? Or is Translocator slightly longer? It's either way. This is a very long cooldown. Don't want to do that. So, we've got an Orisa shield here. They still have a Widowmaker, so we do have to try and stay out of line of sight of her as best as possible, which is not too hard to do on Anubis. So we're using our Attack Visor right now. Probably could have used it earlier, seeing as this is all happening over here. However, they have a Diva, and Diva is now making us a bit upset. We push our way through anyway, spin round, try and get the Mercy, got the Mercy. We end up dying to the Widowmaker for doing that, but Diva was blocking us with the Defense Matrix as well. It's worth trading your life to also kill the Mercy, because Mercy's life is worth more than your life, basically. And we'd already killed somebody else as well, so we went 2 for 1, so... And one of them was Mercy, so that's fine. We killed enough of them that they shouldn't be able to push in like that anymore anyway, especially since one of the team members is a Widowmaker, who isn't exactly a pushing machine, believe it or not. So, anyway. Now we're back over here. We've got an Orisa barrier to stand behind. It's not quite a Reinhardt, but it's something. Pharah's up here. We can't really see the Pharah. We are walking forward into the danger zone right now to stay far back, playing soldier as far away as possible. Right back here. This is fine. See a Pharah over here. Pharah's like in between a lot of stuff, so it's very difficult for us to actually kill her. This is a good map to play Pharah on. There's a lot of architecture around here, and we're shooting at her as best we can, but it's not, it's hard to kill Pharah as soldier when there's stuff around. So she popped out right next to us, used, barrage. I was really wrong to say ballistic missile, which is not wrong, but also not correct. So, she killed us and Orisa, but we got rezzed, and, feels really bad for them. Widowmaker is shooting at us, so we've got to be real careful about, backing away from these walls and barriers, which is exactly what we do right there, and fortunately Widow misses us. Anubis is an okay map to play Widowmaker against, because you can just try and hug these walls, or try and use these barriers, but then we just, keep backing up to the back of the point, right into Widowmaker's line of sight. So we have to be wary of that. We have to respect that Widowmaker can shoot us. It can one-shot us if we let her. So, we've got most of Tac Visor built up again. They've only got a minute and a half, so hopefully we can fend it off and try to get Tac Visor up for their last real push. So, this is all happening over here. It's in a bit of an awkward area for us to get at, but we're just shooting at the Winston. They're trying to push around this way. We're sitting really far back right now and come in more and just, shoot at these people. There's nothing in here that's really gonna, punish us for doing this. D.Va's doing this. We dropped the biotic field. Tracer just blinked past us. Then that just flew past us as well. We get out of the way. D.Va disappeared over there, so we couldn't kill her while she was out of the mech. It's okay, though. Her ult didn't do anything, unsurprisingly. Killed Winston right there. Now, this is happening. This is quite spooky. But fortunately, she's really far away from us. Now, you want to be backing away from when the D.Va's coming at you, and she's nano boosted, that's when you start just backing away. We also got shot at by Widowmaker in the middle of all that there, but fortunately she missed us. Another reason to back up, you can use the bricks behind you to block line of sight from the Widowmaker, and you can still fire at all the people from back there, because it's just a straight line to the point. Lots of ultimates. Throw all the ultimates down on these people over here. They're all now super dead, so that's great. We're doing some stuff over here. Inviting our friends. Not much. Whatever, who cares. So, we've got Tac Visor built up. They've only got 20 seconds left, so they've only got one push left in them at this point. So, here comes Winston again, way ahead of his entire team. Just put Biotic Field down as soon as a Winston jumps on you, because, you're gonna be fighting the Winston, basically. So, we're gonna use Tac Visor right now, just to kill the Mercy. Fair enough. We're gonna use I would spin around to see if there's anybody better to use it on than the Primal Rage Winston. We would have probably ended up using it on him regardless, but, Primal Rage Winston is a pretty low priority target to use Tac Visor on, so I would swivel around just to see if there's anybody better that we can be shooting at, but we would have probably just ended up shooting at him anyway. It's just about, checking, just in case, basically. So, Kef Japlin over there left the game. Salty man. Unless he was on our team, in which case I guess not. Other soldier got it. He has a very bad highlight intro because he's wearing one of the skins that has a mask, so it doesn't look like fucking anything. Oh no, there we go. Dying over there. It's playing soldier. So, that's kind of a gimme over there. 10-player kill streak for a sniper. It's kind of hard to hit a sniper in a lot of cases. When the sniper's on attack. Good job, us. We had got the 4 gold medals card. So the thing that stands out the most in this game is that we do a lot of walking towards people that we're shooting at. It's positioning. This is the only major thing, really, but it's positioning. We start the game standing too far away. Basically, soldier isn't good in sniper range because he's not a sniper. We do a lot of walking into people that we're shooting at, which is just generally, bad to do as most heroes, unless you have a shotgun, in which case then you do want to walk towards them. But we don't have a shotgun. We don't want to walk towards people that we're shooting at. We don't gain anything for doing that, except getting closer to their zone of threat. and we also aren't thinking about the fact they have a Widowmaker and put ourselves in line of sight of a Widowmaker. You gotta always have that in the back of your mind, because them having a sniper like Widowmaker or Hanzo Widowmaker more than Hanzo, that affects how you have to position, because you have to do your best to not come into their line of sight while doing whatever is happening, basically. Which is difficult to be thinking like, people have trouble with positioning in general because it's something that you have to be thinking about the entire time while you're thinking about other things. And then there can be a lot of factors involved in it where it's like, well, I've got to stay away from these people, but I've also got to be in an area where I'm still effective, but then I also have to stay out of the way of the sniper. There's a lot of moving parts involved in positioning, which is why people usually have trouble with this area. But we have to keep Widow in mind, try not to walk towards people that we're shooting at. Generally, that's a bad thing to do. But that's the biggest thing that stood out in this game. And a lot of things were unfortunateness from our team comp in this game, basically. But that's quick play right there. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. More than happy to answer. And I hope you found the video helpful.